right, our next presenter is Jamie Ryan. And Jamie was born in Germany while his father served in the U.S. military and lived in the New River Valley since he was 3, attending Christiansburg public schools. The title of his piece is The Creation of Next 3 Days. Let's make welcome Jamie Ryan.
Hello everybody. As you said, my name is Jamie Ryan. I'm the president and founder of Next3Days.com. For those who haven't heard of Next 3 Days, Next 3 Days is a local website that lists and promotes local events in the New River Valley. It's free to list and it's free to use. We have a mobile website as well, but it's all about tying the community together and finding fun activities for you to do. But that's not why I'm here today. As you can see, I'm here to talk about the birth of my company, Next 3 Days. I had the idea of Next 3 Days, and this is the journey from thought to creation and to where Next 3 Days is right now. As you can see, the film is censored, so I have the other slides. But anyway, with Next 3 Days, it kind of started, my first memory was with John Popper here of the Blues Traveler. I heard about the concert, and I was a big fan of Blues Traveler. I really wanted to attend. Unfortunately, all I had was a newspaper write-up. And I was kind of pissed that I didn't get to go and see the show. So that was when I thought, wouldn't it be cool if there was an event website where you could find all of the local events in one place and didn't have to search every Facebook or whatever? Well, at the time I had this idea, had many other ideas, but I was a broke college student, and so I needed money. So instead of pursuing my dream and trying my own entrepreneurial spirit, I looked for a job in the area because I knew I wanted to live in the New River Valley. I love the area. It was a great place to be. So luckily for me, I was hired at Automation Creations. Automation Creations is a local website development firm in the Corporate Research Center at Virginia Tech. And I learned a ton of information there. Learned all about building websites. I worked on many local, national, and government websites and learned how to be a programmer. But here's the view from my office that I would sit out and stare at every day after a few years, where I felt I had a good knowledge of website development, was why am I not working on my own idea? Why am I building other ideas? I love it, I love helping people, but I have ideas, why am I not pursuing them myself? So, my Uncle Skip came into town, and I wasn't really, close to my Uncle Skip. He lived far away in Kansas, but he was kind of the right person at the right time. And he talked to me and said, why are you not pursuing your dreams? You only have one life to live. Why not go for it? And if you fail, you fail. So what? Big deal. And so this big talk from Uncle Skip, I was like, all right, I'm going to do it now. Uncle Skip has inspired me. But as you can see, inspiration didn't last. I probably spent 2 or 3 weeks looking at Next 3 Days and trying to figure out what I should do with this event website concept. But I didn't really do anything and, started watching television again, started hanging out with my friends instead of really doing some big work on some entrepreneurial project. So unfortunately, I got the call from my mom one night that Uncle Skip had passed away. And it was unexpected. He was in a routine surgery, and unfortunately, something went wrong and he passed. So my brother and I got in our car and we drove to Kansas, the first time we'd ever been there. And the whole time I was there, I kept thinking, Uncle Skip had these great words of inspiration for me. Why did I not use them? Well, on the way back, my brother was driving. I just so happened to have a pen and paper, and this is the original sketch for what would become Next 3 Days. I decided, I'm going to do this. I'm definitely going to make something. I'm going to take this idea and run with it. Well, at the same time, I'm here focused now on my idea. As you can see, I was determined. I was determined to make it work. The economy hit rock bottom and the recession happened at ACI. And we no longer were getting the phone calls that we had been getting previously. So we started turning to internal ideas. And I had a decision to make. We're at one brainstorming session where one of my coworkers, he mentioned an idea very similar to Next 3 Days. Was I going to share all my idea, or was I going to keep it to myself? Well, I went all in, and I said, hey, why not work on my passion while I'm at work, instead of on the side? So we took the concept of Next 3 Days. They helped me come up with the name. We had the designers help us. A lot of people worked together. We were very excited about this new project we were working on. And then, August 2009, Next 3 Days was born at Fest at Virginia Tech. And all of the people that came up to our table and our booth were so excited, and we were just so happy to hear. All the reviews were very positive from the students and from the public. And it was, wow, this could go somewhere. This could really be something big in the area. But then, fortunately and unfortunately, the economy started to recover. And what that meant at ACI was that we no longer had the time to work on it exclusively and we were all getting pulled to other projects. And I myself was getting pulled to work 40 hours for a subcontract job. But I really, as the founder and the idea of Next 3 Days, I really wanted to work on that. So I was at a crossroads. Was it, do I stay at a comfortable job, very well paying, secure, or do I jump into, the entrepreneurial world and try to make something of it myself? So I had many discussions and many thoughts, and didn't really know what I wanted to do. But during this time, I've been married to my beautiful wife, Becky, who's here today in the audience. And I said, Becky, this is my passion, this is what I want to do. I know this may not be the right thing for our family. This may not be what we really should do, but I want to give it a shot. What do you think? As all guys know, when you're making big life-determining decisions, you have to talk to your wife. And luckily for me, Becky said, go for it. Do it. Let's see what happens. So in March of last year, I decided to approach my boss, Henry Bass, great guy. I said, Henry, I really want to pursue my passion. I want to see what Next 3 Days can be. And the amount of time we're giving it now is just not enough. So Henry gave me his blessing, and we worked out an agreement, and I was able to make Next 3 Days my full-time job. And as you can see, as an entrepreneur, there's no sleep. You get a couple hours here and there, but I stay up many nights, 6 a.m., 7 a.m. in the morning, working on this. But I've never had so much fun working on a project. It's just great. I've met so many people and emailed so many different folks about, hey, let us help with Next 3 Days. As you can see, Next 3 Days started walking on its own. I was putting all this work in, but while I was putting this work in, the great payoff started coming when people were saying, hey, I've heard of Next 3 Days. I want to list my events on Next 3 Days. And it really was starting to build up some momentum in the community, which is really exciting to see. And now, Next 3 Days has got over 5,000 unique visitors every single month coming to it. More and more people are submitting. I've been on local news, been on local live television. I'm here today in front of you speaking, so it's just amazing to me to see where it's been. And the one thing I'd like to leave you with is, if you have an idea, I'd definitely say pursue it, but do realize it'll be a journey. Thank you.